Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Reveals. And today we have Valkyrie. So we just got Vision. Haven't got through all of my Vision playthroughs yet. Need to do an expert Vision versus Rhino, but we already have Valkyrie. So they kind of stepped it up and we got two pretty quick back-to-back because of all the delays before, I believe. So we've got our Valkyrie pack here and we're ready to open it up. So got some extras. Some extras will probably go up on the website in the next couple of days if you're looking for the individual cards. I really haven't taken much of a look at Valkyrie, so this is going to be our first shot of going through Valkyrie there. So we got Valkyrie. She's looking pretty tough. We've got a complete pre-built deck, 31 new cards. We've got Enchantress as our nemesis in here. Let's see here. So we got Valkyrie. Got her poster. Let's see what it's got for rules and stuff like that. What's it call out in here? All right, so we've got Valkyrie Hero Pack. We have Alliance keyword, and we have Hinder. When a card with Hinder X keyword is revealed, place X threat on that card. These are things that we have seen previously. So Alliance was in the Vision pack already. So we got Valkyrie Aggression. Now that's my kind of card pack there. So Aggression, Valkyrie's fighting style revolves around her signature upgrade, Death Glow. Use her Death Perception ability to attach Death Glow to a minion, then play Have at Thee to defeat the enemy and deal overkill damage to the villain. Trigger the response effects on Valhalla and Fight of the Valkyrior to remove 5 threat. Draw 1 card and heal 1 damage all at the same time. That sounds pretty good. With the aggression aspect, build up your attack value and then deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack value with quick strike or remove the threat from the scheme with smash the problem. If minions get in your way, call upon fellow Asgard warriors Thor and Throg to help you smite them. All right. That sounded pretty good there. Sounds like we got some bashing going on, and that's my kind of deck. So I need to get the plastic off of here. Now let's get my knife in there. And we got it. All right. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got Valkyrie. What's she showing up as? So let's look at our alter ego first. So what do we have here? We've got... Whoa! Brunhilde. So she's got 4 recovery, which is nice. Got the Asgard trait on our alter ego side. Set the Death Glow upgrade aside, out of play. All right, then we have Not This Day. Action. Detach Death Glow and set it aside, out of play. All right. And she's got a hand size of 6. Nice hand size and 12 hit points. She's a goddess. All right. So then we've got Valkyrie side here. So Valkyrie, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, Asgard, and an Avenger. So we got 2 things going on there. That's kind of nice. Depth perception. I was going to say depth perception, but that's not right. We have death perception. Hero action. Play the set aside Death Glow upgrade as if it were in your hand. And she's got hand size 5 in hero form. So that's pretty good. All right, we'll set her aside over here. So we've got Death Glow. It says attached to an enemy, force interrupt. When attached enemy is defeated, set this card aside, out of play. If Valkyrie defeated the enemy, ready her. All right, so it looks like you can kind of chain a couple of Death Glows and take out a few enemies all in a row. That's awfully nice. All right, so you've got Death Glow. We've got Annabelle Riggs. 1 thwart, 1 attack, alter ego action, exhaust Annabelle Riggs, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Valkyrie card, add it to your hand, shuffle the rest back into your deck. Like that. Well, let's see how good the Valkyrie cards are. Usually, those are the ones that you want. We've got Valhalla. After Valkyrie attacks and defeats the enemy that has Death Glow attached, exhaust Valhalla, draw a card, and heal 1 damage from Valkyrie. Ooh, that's a nice support location to go out there. Well, it's looking like, so the one thing I am going to say about Valkyrie is you're going to need to be playing against something that's got minions. So those like minimal or no minion decks are going to be problematic for her. But it's looking like she's got some really good stuff to go with taking minions on. All right, so we've got Valkyrie Spear, an upgrade, restricted. Valkyrie gets +1 defense, +2 defense instead when defending against an attack against the enemy with the death glow attached. All right, then we've got Dragonfang, which is a 1-cost upgrade, restricted. Valkyrie gets +1 attack or +2 while attacking the enemy with death glow attached. So beats her up. We can get her up to 3 attack. It looks pretty easy there, and it's a 1-cost upgrade, so that's really nice. Both of these are pretty cheap. And then we have Aragorn, which is another upgrade. Valkyrie gets +4 hit points and gains the aerial trait. You can get her up to 16 hit points. Wow, that's really good. I'm noticing there's a lot of upgrades out there, so there's a lot of her cards are going to just sit on the board once you get going. Flight of the Valkyrie. Response. After an enemy with Deathglow is defeated, discard Flight of the Valkyrie. Remove 5 threat from a scheme. Yet another card that you can set out there and use when you need it. Like it. There's 2 of those. All right, there's an event. Visit Valhalla. Alter Ego action. Return a Valkyrie card from your discard pile to your hand. All right, well, one of the things is we haven't seen a whole lot. Well, these upgrades could possibly go away. Right. Chooser of the Slain. Hero action. Search the encounter and discard pile for a minion. Put it into play. Engaged with you. Draw 2 cards. Oh, I kind of like that one. So you can go get the little wimpiest minion that you want and get him out there and grab a couple of cards. Like that one. There's 2 of those. All right, we have Shield Maiden, which has got the interesting kind of cartoony artwork there. Hero interrupt. When the enemy with Death Glow attached attacks, declare Valkyrie the defender without exhausting her. She gets +2 defense for her attack. All right, that's going to make her nice and tough. And we've got 1, 2 of those. All right. Have at the hero action. Attack. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has Death Glow attached, this attack gains overkill. All right, so we're looking at get a weak minion out there and run them over. 1, 2, 3 of those. All right, so that's one where cards that you would get back and do that one over and over. Liking that one. All right, so we're out of Valkyrie's cards, and we're into our general aspect cards. We've got some aggression cards here. So we've got Thor. 1 thwart, 3 attack, 3 cost. He's taking 2 consequential damage on the attack, but it is 3 attack. He's got 3 health. He's going to start with tough, so that might mitigate if you want to attack with him right away, because that 2 consequential would go to tough. I really hate spending consequential damage on tough, but with 2 of them coming in, that might actually be worth it. All right, so then we got interrupt. When Thor attacks a minion engaged with the player, spend a energy resource, resolve this attack against each minion engaged with that player. All right, more minion clearing stuff. We've got Throg. So response, after Throg enters play, give him a tough status card if you are engaged with a minion. All right, so he's 2 cost, he's got 2 health, 1 thwart, 2 attack, takes 1 consequential for each. It's a nice, cheap little minion to get out there. Little ally. All right, Angela, we've seen before, so she's a nice add to this deck. Hall of Heroes, which we've got in our Thor deck. Another nice card to have come back around. Like that. That's a very popular one. All right, combat training. I can see how it fits this deck. Quick Strike. So 2 cost event, hero action attack, deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack. All right. That's a pretty cheap little good card. Like that one. I could see that potentially going in some other decks and being pretty powerful. Smash the Problem. Now, I like the card artwork on that card. That's pretty cool. So it's a thwart, exhaust your hero, remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's attack. All right, so 1 cost makes that really nice. And I was kind of wondering with Valkyrie's one thwart, what she could do. This aggression card makes it okay, so you can get some threat off of a scheme. I like that. So exhaust your hero, remove threat from a scheme because your hero's attack. I like that one. That one's pretty nice. Now you're gonna have to include that in some heroes, but it's gonna balance out some of your aggression decks to be able to do some good thwarting. So like that. All right. The best defense. Now, if you don't want to thwart, then the best defense sounds like the kind of card that you might use. Hero interrupt defense. When your hero defends against an attack, use its attack instead of its defense for this attack. All right, so that means that you're going after them with your attack instead. Again, I like that card. It's making her, with her weapon, getting her easily up to +3 attack. It's giving her pretty good choices for thwarting and defending, even though she's not going to have a great stat there, potentially. So Audacity, after you spend this card, deal 1 damage to the villain. And that's another repeat. Some Power of Aggression. So we got 1, 2, 3 resource cards in there. All right. We got the Bifrost. Play only if your identity has the Asgard trait. Exhaust Bifrost, search your deck for an Asgard ally, and play it, paying its cost, shuffle your deck. Ooh, I like that one. That's a really nice card for 1 cost. Now, the question is going to be, how many Asgard allies are there out there? And I can think of, so you could, oh, your identity has to be Asgard also. So really it looks like Thor and Valkyrie. I don't think there's another Asgard hero out there. But at that point in time, so we've got Hercules. You've got Valkyrie if you're playing Thor. You've got Thor if you're playing Valkyrie. You got Throg. I don't know what other ones are out there. I'm going to have to go look at that one. So this could be a really nice card, but the choices are limited right now. Maybe in the future that will go up. All right, Godlike Stamina. Play only if your identity has the Asgard trait. Heal 2 damage from your identity, then you may discard a status card from your identity. Wow. That's pretty nice. So a lot of these cards make me really think they're going to help Thor a lot too. So I think Thor's going to gain some more power. All right, so we got the double resources in here. We had, what was it, 3 other resource cards? So we've got 6 resource cards in this deck. That seems a bit heavy to me, especially she's got a lot of low cost cards and she's got a good hand size. So I'm kind of wondering about how that works out. We'll have to see when we give her a go, see how she plays with all those resources, and maybe it's great, maybe not. We'll see. If we're stuck with a handful of resources, I'll kind of be wondering about that. All right, so next up we got our obligation, Trouble in the Other World. Valkyrie cannot attack an enemy with Death Glow attached. Alter Ego, spend a couple of resources, remove Trouble in Otherworld from the game. All right, so that's going to play havoc a little bit with your Death Glow. All right. All right. Let's see, we have Enchantress. Asgard Elite. She's got 2 scheme, 1 attack, 5 health. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for a copy of Seduced. Attach it to your identity. All right, so then we have Powerful Enchantments. It's going to be the one, the side scheme that comes out when Enchantress comes out. So hinder 1, players cannot discard attachments that are attached to friendly characters. Oh, annoying. It's got an acceleration token on it. All right, we've got a Beguiled. Treat attached ally as an enthralled minion with a blank text box. Attached minion's scheme is equal to the printed thwart, and it does not take consequential damage. Interesting. Attached to the ally with the highest cost without Beguiled attached. Attached ally engages its controller, otherwise the card gains surge. Something to mess with those leadership decks out there. All right. We have Seduced. Attached to your identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Alter Ego, spend energy mental, Discard this card. So what are we looking like for energy and mental? We got mental. There's a lot of physical in her deck. Yeah, it's pretty evenly spread. When I'm looking through the cards, there's a fairly good spread in there. Do see a lot of physical, but we do have a lot of energy and mental in there, so I'm not sure that that's going to be a huge problem. We don't have a lot of energy in our aggression cards. Our standard cards are pretty evenly spread, so. All right, so seduced, and we got our stop. Not part of the pre-built deck. Our bonus cards, we've got problem solvers, 4-cost event, thwarts, alliance, so hero action, exhaust an Avenger character and a Guardian character. Remove X threat from each scheme where X is equal to the combined thwart of those characters. One, two, three of those. Seems like a lot of cost. Avenger character and a Guardian character. So it doesn't have to be your heroes. I guess that's the good side of that, is it doesn't have to be your heroes. You can spend it and do some allies and they don't potentially take the consequential damage. That's all right. Right, leadership training, max 2 per deck, uses 2 training counters. Exhaust this card, remove 1 training counter from it. Choose a leadership event in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. All right, so that's like our aggression one, just on the leadership side of stuff. Aggression one that came with vision. This is the leadership version of that. All right, anticipation is our protection one, and we have max 1 per player. Hero interrupt. When you engage a minion, discard this card, ready your hero. Like that one. That's an interesting protection event, I have to say. Is that going to be a really hot one? I don't know about that. It's a cheap card. I like that. And it's an upgrade that's going to go out there. So if you're the kind of person that likes to get your cards on the board, so you can just hold on to them, but you're max 1 per player, you put 1 in your deck and see how it goes. And we have Cosmic Alliance, which is a 3-cost event. It's Alliance. Hero action, choose an Avenger character and a Guardian character, ready each of those characters. All right, so if you're planning out how you're going to play, I could see those being nice cards. All right, that looks like everything in Valkyrie. So what am I thinking? Well, let's see here. I said I wasn't all that impressed with Vision. And he's turning out to be a really good character. I'm really happy with Vision. I can't say that there's anything that super sticks out for Valkyrie that I'm like, ooh, that's an awesome card. What do I like the most out of it? So the Godlike Stamina, that's a really good card, but you're going to have to be Asgard. So it's very limited for the characters that'll be able to play it. But that is a really nice card. Let's see here. The Bifrost also is a really nice card as the game goes on, as we see more Asgard characters come out potentially. That could be a massive card for 1 cost. It's going to be really good. All right, let's see here. Best defense and smash the problem I like. I mean, it could be fun with maybe like Hulk or something like that. Quick strike. I like that card. I think there's going to be some combos for that where you get your hero up to huge amounts and then you attack and then you throw a quick strike on there. That could be potentially kind of disgusting. Then we have a lot of repeat cards. Now, as far as getting repeat cards, getting Hall of Heroes and Angela are 2 of the better repeat cards I think that you could get in a deck of cards. So not too sad about that. Throg is okay. We like the short cost or the small cost minions, allies, not minions. Thor, I'm liking Thor. Like the 3 attack and the toughness is really nice because then you get to decide as he comes out, do you save it for the defense or do you save it for the attack so you can take and counter that 2 consequential damage. Also the ability to throw that energy on there and do that 3 attack across all the minions is a really awesome option. So that's if you need to clear the board, he could be really good at that. So even you know, you're fighting Ultron, he might be a nice card to throw in there for your aggression player. So some pretty good stuff there. Zola, like hitting everybody with a 3 attack, that's really nice. So all right, and then the rest of Valkyrie's cards, that's where I'm kind of, I do like that a lot of her stuff's upgrades and it's going to sit out there, right? So you're going to get these cards out there and they're going to kind of sit out and play. But I don't know that her events are super powerful. Like, I think her big attack is the Have at Thee, and she's got 3 of them. And then she's got other cards to help her get those, cycle those back into play. So that could be interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see. I can't say that I'm overly impressed. I am impressed by hand size, hit points. She's got some potential, but I don't know that it's going to come without tweaking the deck into some better things. I think if you throw the right cards in there, she could be a pretty powerful hero. But we'll have to see. I'm really interested in playing and seeing how she goes. Vision, again, I thought Vision was not a winner, but I'm actually pretty happy playing Vision. So we'll see if it's the same thing with Valkyrie. Not impressed, but there are some cards in here that I think if you were to buy this outside of... Okay, so 2 reasons you would buy this deck, even if you didn't want Valkyrie. If you want to play Thor better, I think there's cards in here to help play Thor better. If you got some of the big beefier Hulk kind of character and you want to play Hulk more, I think there's some good Hulk cards in here. Plus, if you're playing aggression, having Hall of Heroes, Angela, Throg, and Thor are some good cards to get out there. Now, the other ones, if you're playing leadership, I would have a tough time just buying this just for the leadership training. That seems like a lot of expense just to get that card. And problem solvers, I'm kind of meh on. Cosmic Alliances, you got to be playing with a group in order to make use of that. So it could be a good card, but really think that's a group play thing. So if you're the game group, makes sense. Anyway, Valkyrie, I'm glad I've got the Valkyrie deck. I'll have to play it to see if I suggest it. At this point in time, I was kind of meh on the Vision deck, and I really like Vision, so I would suggest you get Vision. Valkyrie, don't know if she's a pass for most people right now. She's got a lot of good cards, so even if you're not playing Valkyrie, I think you may want to pick up the deck just to get the cards that are in there. Let me know what you think about Valkyrie. Have you played her? Other parts of the world have had her for a lot longer than we have in the States here. We just got her, so other people have a lot more experience having her on the table. So let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm misjudging some of the cards. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.